Perfect. I'm Leo Parente, this is Shakedown, and that car is a rental car, and I'm going to drive it, but it's a special rental car. Hertz built 150 Hertz Penske GT Mustangs, specially equipped with Ford racing parts, all tweaked up to go fast and make that rental experience something more than a commodity. And I'm going to drive it here at Monticello Motor Club. Find out what this car is all about, ring it out a little bit, away from the desk, hit Shakedown. Let's go catch the Ferrari in a Mustang Penske GT. Oh my God, did I just laugh like a drive driver? That's so bad. So here's my disclaimer. I work with Hertz. I work with the HERTZ Racing, JDX Racing, Porsche GT program that runs in ALMS and next year's United Sports Car Racing Series. And Hertz also sponsors the Porsche IMSA GT3 Cup Challenge by Yokohama, that series that you see on Drive. And yes, because of these Porsche racing programs, you can rent Porsches from Hertz. Plus, you can rent other cool cars as part of their Hertz Dream Cars collection. Now, Hertz doesn't just buy cool cars for their fleet. Sometimes they build their own cars, and this Penske GT is the latest example. You'll find that car in their Adrenalin Collection. And yeah, for you green guys, Hertz has a Green Car Travelers collection too. But about this Hertz making its own cars thing, a bit of history if I may. The first Hertz rent-a-car was a Hertz. The company built its own car, named it Hertz, this one here. And of course you gear boys know all about the 1960s Shelby GT350H Mustangs. That car was a legend and inspired a redo, a second generation in 2006. Anyway, that's my segue to this Hertz Penske GT. It's a tie-in to Penske's NASCAR racing that he's doing with Hertz. 150 cars are all automatic, so that's what we're dealing with today. But it shifts pretty well, so we'll see what we got. Just wrapping the car around the corner. And this is the corner onto the back straightaway, so we want to make this a little bit of a flick. And that's flickish. And here we go. Double overhead cam V8, a Mustang engine, increased intake performance, increased exhaust. I don't know, maybe 120, 125 down the back straightaway. Oh God, we're at 130, 135, about 140. I'm braking really early, just to understand this car, and there's a ton of brake.
I thought the little bit lower ride height reduced some of the body roll. I really felt the difference from the stock GT.
Did you feel any dive on braking?
No, very impressive.
Cut that. Good,
yeah,
good,
car is very flat.
355 rear gear, helps the car get out of corners.
The Hertz cars are basically highly optioned GTs with around $4,500 in Ford racing performance parts. So you've got the handling pack suspension, it's got the cold air kit with a tune, so it's got making like I think 16 more horsepower and like 20 more pound-feet of torque. And the torque, the more torque is like at 1500 RPM.
There you go.
So, I mean, there's plenty of punch. This transmission has the S, so you can actually, it actually holds gears better. You can also shift manually, except it's got a little toggle, which is like a very Buick Enclave, very not. So I just left it in S going around.
But this car will get down the road. Let's see if we can turn the car in and get to gas. Pretty much at the apex. Everyone's going to talk about a live rear axle. I didn't feel any problem with it. Now this is a pretty smooth track. That's one thing. But did you feel controlled? What did you experience?
I think that the whole, live rear axle debate, I don't think that means anything, honestly. I feel like you can't tell. You can tell a little bit, but it's so negligible.
Did you fit the Recaro seats?
Seats are great.
Yeah.
Seats are awesome, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the appearance? Are we cool with racing stripes?
See, I like the offset stripe. I think that's pretty cool. The only complaint that I had, automatic transmission. For the street, perfectly fine. For the track, the manual's better.
I found myself driving it like a turbo, where basically I was on the gas before the apex, so that I'd time the shift and the kick in. And I'm probably going to adjust the traction control too.
That might be a good idea.
I want to race someone in this car. It's pretty damn good. All right, let's see if we can do better here. Yeah. See, I don't laugh. I just talk to myself. I've talked a little bit about the history of Shelby cars, special cars in the fleet. Literally, why did this car happen?
When we saw the anniversary, we saw what happened with the Shelby Mustang, and having our new relationship with Penske Racing, this was a natural fit. We were able to sit down with all the folks at Penske Racing, with Ford Racing, to come up with such a great car for our customers, absolutely.
How are you going to maintain these cars so when they are done as rental cars, they're worth buying as collector cars?
We take pristine care of all of our cars. So whether it's our dream cars or Adrenalin Collection cars, every time they come off of rent, we're always making sure they're properly maintained, tires are correct, brakes are great, performance is perfect, and that way if it goes back out to the next customer, it's right for that customer.
How long do you think these cars will be in service?
In service, we're looking at about 8 to 10 months.
That's not long.
Absolutely. The goal is to have whoever buys the car is going to have a low mileage collection vehicle.
So I got to ask that question: is there a mileage target these cars will have?
I believe so. I believe that the target will be probably around 15,000 miles, but I envision that it'll be lower than that.
Last lap. I'm liking this Mustang. I'm liking this Penske work. I'm liking the suspension work. I'm liking the brakes.
I have a Mustang GT, an older one, and the one thing this tells me is that if I were to start doing upgrades on my car, I'm like, I'd get the suspension, I'd consider upgrading the brakes, that kind of thing. I mean, pretty standard things, but this is catalog stuff that anybody who has a Mustang can buy.
Yep.
Now, here's the one question you asked me about.
Please.
What's my favorite part of the car?
What is your favorite part of the car? See how good I was on that uptake?
Yes.
Yeah.
That awesome exhaust note.
Love it, huh?
Best sounding Mustang GT I've ever driven. It sounds, I love it. It's not too loud, it's just right. You're getting some nice burbles when you back off, but it just sounds great.
All in all, good looking Mustang, unique, only 150. And it sounds better than that Mazda.